Welcome to LA's newest neighborhood. Hollywood Heights is actually one of LA's oldest historical neighborhoods, sitting high above the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. There's plenty of that old Hollywood charm in its hidden staircases, stunning views, historic landmarks, and even an iconic dining location or two. It recently got an official designation as a Los Angeles neighborhood by the city, which prompted my curiosity in sharing it with you. So sit back, relax, and let's explore all that this beautiful hidden gem of Los Angeles has to offer. Hey guys, so we're just walking up Camrose Avenue right now, which is kind of the main thoroughfare here. And since it's finally sunny for once in LA, I thought I would get out and just explore this neighborhood a bit. Aside from many historical homes, it also contains some really famous restaurants in Hollywood, including the Yamashiro Restaurant and the Magic Castle, which we're headed towards right now. Yamashiro actually has a really fascinating backstory. Its main building was built originally as a home around 1914 and became quite a popular destination in the 1920s with the Hollywood stars of the time. Having been abandoned and fallen into disrepair during World War II, it has since been transformed into one of the most iconic and scenic restaurant destinations in Los Angeles, with breathtaking views overlooking Hollywood and even a pagoda that was brought in from Japan. At over 600 years old, it's actually the oldest known structure that exists within California. A smaller building behind Yamashiro is home to Hensho, which is one of the most unique and unforgettable dining experiences in LA, although it's unfortunately remained closed since the pandemic. Alright, we're in front of Yamashiro now. It's a really nice upscale restaurant right up here in the hills just above the main part of the Hollywood area off of Highland and above Franklin. It's also right above the Magic Castle, which is a pretty famous and popular venue with magic shows and that sort of thing in Hollywood. I've never been because you have to know someone to get an invite, but I've heard it's cool and it's something that if you ever get the chance to do it, you would want to. Anyways, I'm gonna head back into the main part of the neighborhood itself right now and just show you around some of my favorite parts of it. Let's go. Located in Hollywood Heights on a corner of Glencoe Way is the Samuel Freeman House, one of the 4 iconic Los Angeles homes designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It was built in 1923 with his iconic Mayan-inspired design. Bequeathed to the USC School of Architecture by Harriet Freeman, it unfortunately faced damage in the 1994 Northridge earthquake, and despite its significance in LA's history, the school did little to repair and renovate the house in the following years, eventually selling it about a year ago in 2022 to a private owner who has promised to restore it. Nonetheless, it's impressive to see, and for me at least, brings to mind imagery from Blade Runner, which had scenes filmed at another Frank Lloyd Wright home, the Ennis House over in Los Feliz. If you want to see a video sharing more about these famous LA homes or about Los Feliz, be sure to let me know in the comments. After taking one of those stairs up, I found myself on this really quiet ledge area. It's so peaceful up here. You can see the 101 freeway in the distance and just faintly hear it. You can easily forget that you're right above the heart of Hollywood and all of that noise that goes on down there. It's a really nice escape. Wow, I can see why these homes cost so much. After passing the Samuel Freeman House and using the Paramount stairs to get to Hightower Drive, I thought the perfect walk to do next would be a set of staircases that loop around the iconic High Tower with its stunning Art Deco design and very unique features. This is a walk that not a lot of people know about in Hollywood, but it's something that you're gonna want to check out. Alright, I'm on the first set of stairs that you can take on one of the best walks through this neighborhood. I'm trying not to talk too loudly right now since it is a residential neighborhood. It's just off of Camrose Drive, which is kind of like the main thoroughfare that you enter this neighborhood from. You go up Rockledge Drive, and now I'm headed down the first set of stairs, which leads towards one of my favorite parts of this neighborhood, the High Tower.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine.
Alright, so I'm outside of where the High Tower is at right now. It's an elevator that takes you up to a pedestrian-only street with the houses up there, and several of them are historical houses, but you actually can't go on it unless you're a resident here. You can use the stairwells, which are all publicly accessible, so that's what I'm going to use right now to go up and around the High Tower and up to the street that it leads to with its elevator. So let's keep walking and check it out. Alright, I'm walking up the second set of steps that goes past the High Tower area now. The pedestrian walkway that this is on is designated as Los Altos Place. Like I was saying, it's accessible to anyone, unlike the elevator in the High Tower, which only residents can use. Anyone can walk on these, and it's just such an escape from the city because Hollywood is literally right below us, but you wouldn't be able to tell just walking around here. There's so much plant life and foliage everywhere, and it really takes you and immerses you in a whole different world. Alright, I have now turned right onto Broadview Terrace, which is another set of steps, a little bit steep but not too much. Most people should be able to handle it just fine, but this one goes up and past the beautiful High Tower and has some great views, so let's keep going. Well, I don't know how well you can see from just here, but the views at this point are incredible. We're right next to that High Tower, and you can see the entire city and Hollywood from here. Definitely take a moment if you're doing this walk to take a pause here, maybe grab a couple of nice photos or selfies or that sort of thing while you're at it. If you can see down there with the garages for the residents up here is where we were at just a few minutes ago. It's really not a difficult walk at all if you want to give it a try yourself. So we made it to the top with that High Tower elevator's exit up here right behind me. Another thing that I thought I would mention while we were walking around was that the homes surrounding the High Tower are the original homes built by the architect Carl Kay back in the 1920s alongside the High Tower elevator itself, which he also built, and they all come in that sort of modernist design, which, you know, was pretty groundbreaking and unique and different for the time when it was built, and so really cool to walk around and see some of that history here in Los Angeles while enjoying all the different stairs. Also right up here by the High Tower elevator is the Otto Bowman House at 2200 Broadview Terrace, designed by Lloyd Wright, who's Frank Lloyd Wright's oldest son. It was his earliest known example of using the knit block styling of construction. Kind of interesting. Another notable home right next to the Otto Bowman House is the B.A.G. Fuller Residence, which is a Los Angeles historic cultural monument built back in 1933 for the Benjamin Fuller author. It was just a downward incline, nothing too steep, until we got to a little right turn bend, which now leads down into a parking lot area where you make your exit. And all of the homes here are all like really quaint and beautiful and peaceful. Like I've been saying, it's just such a nice escape from the rest of the city. So we're out. It just leads out onto this little parking lot area, probably for the residences up there, I'm assuming. Just go out through the gate over here, and then it's a short walk along Highland back over to Camrose Drive where you started. If you parked there or just whatever you did, that's how you get back to that area. On Camrose Camrose Drive. Camrose and Highland over there is one of the intersections that's supposed to get one of the new signs since the neighborhood has its official designation. Although I didn't see it there just now, so it might not be installed yet. But anyways, yeah, that walk I just took is really nice. I think less than a mile in length and nothing too steep when it comes to the stairs up the hills and that sort of thing. So it's a great walk for pretty much anyone of all, you know, ages and health levels for the most part, obviously. And along Highland, right outside that exit that I took, is the Highland Camrose Park, which is a nice spot with picnic tables that's used a lot during Hollywood Blvd events, which is right above the neighborhood. And it also contains the historical bungalows of Highland Camrose, which were built back in the 1920s when the Hollywood film studios were booming and building housing, and they're actually considered the only authentic craftsman bungalow homes here in California. Anyways, that's Hollywood Heights. One of the things that I love the most about Los Angeles is that oftentimes you can find these random hidden little gem areas with beautiful magical spaces right next to the busy roads and stereotypical parts of Los Angeles that you would think of. I love exploring places like these and sharing them with you, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, comment below what you thought of Hollywood Heights or anything else in Los Angeles that you would want to see from me, and also subscribe if you haven't already so that you can get more content about Los Angeles and Las Vegas in the future. But with that, I'll see you later, and stay for the bloopers. Thanks! But anyways, you get surrounding the high tower are the up here by the also it's a very easy walk that you know about that was, you know, pretty